Houston CEO that is currently finna go to court, go to trial, because he was watching his employees on their work cameras, on the webcam while they were at home. Yeah. And then the kicker is, all this started because he was being a nasty boss, and he told his employees that they couldn't take bathroom breaks. You telling grown people at an office they can't take bathroom breaks. So you know what one of the girl did? She's my level of petty. My level of petty. She took a bike lock and locked him in his office one morning. And she locked him in the office with the bike lock because she was like, oh, he be going to the gym or whatever at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he liked to drink a gallon of water. So when she seen he was like halfway done with his gallon of water, she put that bike lock on his door, and let's see how long you gonna hold it. Let's see how long it'll take for you to piss on yourself, sir, because that shit don't make no sense. And honestly, you could tell he's a bad boss because everybody in the office went with it. Like, nobody was challenging her. Nobody tried to open the door and let that nigga out. None of that. It's one person did try to let him out, but she had done flushed the key to the bike lock down the toilet. So call the fire department at this point. I don't know who you're gonna call, but I think they said he ended up climbing through the ceiling. Like, he took one of the little tiles out and climbed through the ceiling to the other side. He go try to tell them, this is the family, guys, we shouldn't be doing this. And they was like, yeah, kiss my ass. Anyway, so that brought up this whole thing about how they found out he was using the webcams to be watching his employees when they be working at home, and then he getting caught up because apparently in court they asking him questions just trying to see what the going on, because he's maintaining that he did nothing wrong. He is saying that he did nothing wrong by watching them on their webcam. So they ask him, like, okay, well, what happens when you're watching your employees and, you know, a female start to change clothes? He's talking something, oh, well, I just cover my eyes or I look away. So they like, well, how do you know when they're done changing their clothes? How do you know when they're dressed? He said, oh, I be listening. But when the clothes sound like it's not moving around no more, when it sound like it stopped ruffling, then I know they dressed. Like, what type of sense do that make? What type of sense do that? What are you looking at? And you're only looking at women. Only looking at women. Even one girl, her husband trying to have a baby, and they've been trying for a while, and I guess they got pregnant or whatever. And before she even announced it, before she even said anything, he told her, congratulations on the pregnancy. So I mean, she looking like, you know, like, how you, like, I know for me, when I got pregnant, I did not announce my pregnancy until I was after 20 weeks because I've experienced miscarriage, and that's very traumatic for a woman. So how do you know she even wanted to say anything about that? Like, that's up. And then the real kicker is, the real kicker is, he wasn't watching them on their webcams during work hours. He was always watching them after hours. What the was you looking at, sir? Like, keep it a buck, keep it a bean. We know what he was looking at. But just.
Hold up. This man really tried to stop his employees from taking bathroom breaks. And then on top of that, he's spying on men through their webcams after hours. What in the dystopian nonsense is this? I'm honestly living for the pettiness of the employee who locked him in his office with a bike walk. Like, that's some next level revenge. The fact that no one in the office even bothered to help him, yeah, that says everything about what kind of boss he was. But what really gets me is his excuse about covering his eyes when women were changing. Sir, you listened for the clothes to stop rustling? That's the creepiest thing I'd ever heard. And congratulating an employee on her pregnancy before she even told anyone? Nah, he was way too comfortable crossing lines. Honestly, I hope he gets everything that's coming to him in court, because this is just wow.